Hey guys, how's it going? We're going to continue with systems of equations by elimination today. I'm sorry this video is getting posted a little bit later than normal. We had a phone conference today, um, you guys have done up to number 8, so we're going to pick it up. We're going to go over 9, 10, 11, and 12 today, and then you guys tonight, I'm expecting you guys to do 13, 14, 15, and 16. So not much has changed yesterday. We're still doing elimination. We're still trying to figure out a way to eliminate some of the variables. Now, the first day we did this, we just added them together, and these got eliminated, right? -4 and +4. +4 and -4. Negative y and positive y. -6 and +6. Yesterday, what we went over was how to change these so that they would eliminate, right? So here, if we added these two together, -6 and -6 doesn't make 0, it makes -12. So what we were saying yesterday was that if we went ahead and we just kind of picked one of these and we multiplied it by a -1, so change this to proper pen. If we multiply one of these by -1, what happened was, well, this one stayed the same, -6x positive 6y is equal to 6. And this one, it actually changed. It became, well, if I multiplied it by -1, -1 times -6 is +6, -1 times +3 is -3, and -1 times -12 becomes +12. Well, now, when we added these two things together, these canceled out, and we got something we could work with. 3y was equal to 18, and we figured out that y would be equal to 6. Then if we wanted to, we could plug back into either one. So we'll plug back into the first one, -6 x, oops, sorry. -6x plus 6 times, well, y we found out was 6. Lots of sixes. So -6x plus 36 equals 6. We subtract 36 from both sides. We'll find out that, so I'm just going to continue this down here, -6x is equal to -30. So we find out that x was equal to 5, right? And we would make sure we wrote our answer as a coordinate, okay? So there's no big deal. We just had to remember to multiply this one by -1. And that's all well and good. The problem is it's not always going to be -1 that we're multiplying by. So what we need to look at today is choosing the best number to multiply by. Now this one, because we had -6 and -6, if we had multiplied either one of these by -1, so say I multiply this first one by -1, well, I just flip all the signs, right? And this becomes positive and it would work. So it wouldn't matter which one we did. For this one, it wouldn't matter which one we multiplied by -1 because it would make one of these two y's positive, one of these two y's negative. What we're going to look at today is how we're going to kind of get past that when it does matter which one we multiply. So first of all, multiplying by -1 here is not going to help. If I multiply by -1, I don't have a positive and negative version of the same number. So this one, you actually have a little bit of a choice. I would say when you see this y all by its lonesome, that's the one you want to multiply by. So here it is just y, and here you have -7y. So again, we're not going to multiply by -1 this time. What we're going to multiply by is 7. I'm going to take this whole first equation here, and I'm going to multiply this whole equation by 7. Now, again, I have to multiply the 5x times 7, the y times 7, and the 9 times 7. Why am I doing that? Well, then I'll have a +7 here and a -7 here, okay? So if I go ahead and I multiply this whole equation by 7, well, that's going to become 35, right? 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 1y is going to be 7y. And 7 times 9, right on the other side over there, 7 times 9 is going to be 63. Well, now this one is going to stay just kind of how it is. So 10x minus 7y is equal to -18. And all of a sudden, now I have something I can add together. I have -7 and +7, that it will be eliminated, again, the elimination method. Well, 35 and 10 is going to be 45x, and oh, coincidence, 63 minus 18, also going to be 45. So if we divide by 45, we're going to find out that x is equal to 1. Now we can just plug that back in either one of these equations. You can actually plug it into either one of these or the new one that you created. I would say 5 times 1 plus y is equal to 9, right? Plug it into this first one because y is already isolated. 5 plus y is equal to 9. Y is equal to 4, okay? So again, your answer should be 1, 4. Good? So again, what do? We multiplied this one by positive 7, so we would have a positive and negative 7 together. I'm going to show you the same problem using another way, just to show you that we'll get the same answer. Now, what if for a second we said, I don't want to multiply by 7. I don't like multiplying by 7. It's my least favorite times tables. Well, what if I multiply this by negative 2? Well, that would give me negative 10 and positive 10. So what if I multiply by negative 2 instead? So it'll be negative 10x, negative 2 times y will be negative 2y, and negative 2 times 19 will be negative 18. And what are we going to find out? When we add these both together, well, negative 10 and positive 10 is 0. This will be negative 2 and negative 7 will be negative 9y. And 18 minus 18 is negative 36. And when we solve for y, we'll find out that y is equal to 4, right? And then again, you can plug it back in. We'll say 5x plus 4 is equal to 9. We'll subtract 4. 5x equal to 5, and we'll divide by 5 to find out that x is equal to 1. So again, you have options here. Just there's some numbers that are going to work better than others. Okay. Okay. So again, what are you looking for? You're looking to make the positive and negative version of the same number. In this case, there's a couple different ways to do it. And then, like I said, pick the easiest route, the most clear-cut route, and take that. So for number 10, let's take a look. And again, the hardest part for a lot of you guys is that this is going to require like a little bit of free thought. It's not going to be, hey, you have to do this, then this, then this. You're going to have to analyze the situation and figure out the best route to get to your solution. So here, I would say you see this x by itself. Let's multiply this whole equation by 4. Then I have negative 4 and positive 4. Could you also do 3? Sure, right? Then I would have, this would be negative 9, and this would be positive. If I multiply all these by 3, then I'd have negative 9 and positive 9. But I would say for this one, let's keep it simple. Let's multiply this whole one by 4, right? So now this one is going to stay just how it is. It's going to be negative 4x plus 9y is equal to 9. Now notice in this one we're doing the second equation, and this one we did the first equation. It doesn't matter. It's a very little consequence which one you guys work with. In fact, if you want to change the order of both of these, you could. Okay. So, but anyway, let's multiply by 4. 4 times x is 4x. That's what we wanted. 4 times negative 3 is going to be negative 12. And 4 times negative 6 is going to be negative 24. Okay. Let's add them together. These are going to cancel. They're going to be eliminated. Sorry, it's the elimination method. 9 minus 12 is going to be negative 3. And 9 minus 24 is going to be negative 15. We're going to divide by negative 3. We'll find out that y is equal to 5. Again, which one do you want to plug it back into? Probably this one right here, right? Because x is all by its lonesome right here. So what are we going to say? X minus 3y, well, y is 5, is equal to negative 6. So that's x minus 15 is equal to negative 6. We'll add 15 to both sides. I'll find out that x is equal to 9, and let's go ahead and let's write that as a coordinate. Please make sure, even though you solve for x second, x still goes first. Okay? All right. Let's do 11 and 12, and then you guys can do the next 4 for homework, and then we'll talk about the next set tomorrow. Okay. So this one again, you don't have a 1x or 1y, but here, well, there's nothing I can multiply 5 by to make it 7. Well, there is, but it's a fraction. We do not want to do fractions. Okay. There's nothing I can multiply 7 by to get 5 except for a fraction. So let's not do that. Over here, I do know that -3 times -3 is +9. Now remember, you want a +9, right? You want these numbers to be opposite. So we're going to multiply by -3. -3 times -3, +9. So it'll be +9 and -9. Okay, so this one's going to become, again, 9x minus 21, right, times a negative, 21y is equal to 48. 16 times 3 is 48. Okay? Again, watch the negative. This becomes positive. This becomes negative. This becomes positive. Okay? We're just going to bring this one as it is. 9x, 5y, and 16. So, okay, so let's add all these things together. Again, these will be eliminated. That's the whole goal of this. -21 and +5 is going to be 16, -16y. And 48 and 16 is going to be 64. Okay, and what's going to happen? We're going to divide by -16. I'll find out that y is equal to 4. Okay, so a little less clear about which one you want to plug that 4 into. I'm going to plug it into the second one. It doesn't really matter. -9x plus 5 times 4 is equal to 16. Again, -9x. Simplify, 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, now start solving this equation. Let's move the 20 over first. Right, this is why we practice all those skills. -9x is equal to, well, 16 minus 20 is going to be -4. Did I do this wrong? I hope I didn't do it wrong. Did I do something wrong here? We shouldn't get a fractional answer. We plugged in y is equal to 4. Oh, -4. -4. Wow, that was close, huh? -4. Sorry. And you guys all caught that and were yelling at the screen, I'm sure. Okay. -4. Sorry. +64. So nothing changes here except this is going to be negative. Okay, and let's take it from there. Sorry about that, guys. I make mistakes too. Yeah, absolutely, I do. Okay, so what do we got? +5 times -4 will be -20. Okay. Again, let's add 20, and that'll work out much nicer. -9x is equal to 36, which when we divide by -9x will also equal -4. Is that okay that x and y are the same number? Sure. You guys know there's coordinates. There's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. So again, just to recap, what do? We multiplied by -3 to make this a +9. We eliminated that. We solved for y. Okay. We plugged y back in and we found x. Okay. So this last one here, again, we're going to multiply this by, I want -3 and +3, correct? So let's multiply this one by -3. Okay. Well, -3 times -7 is going to be 21x minus 3y, and -3 times 19 is 57. Okay. And again, down here we got 2x plus 3y is equal to -19. Okay, so again, what do we got here? 21 minus 2 is going to be 19x. These will be eliminated. And 57 minus 19 is going to be 38. We're going to divide by 19. Find out that x is equal to 2. Don't worry if you got to break out a calculator to do them. Break out a calculator to do them. Whatever's the most efficient way. Okay. So again, we got x, right? Again, what do? We multiply by -3 to eliminate these. Again, do you want to multiply -2 by -3.5 to make it +7? No, absolutely not. So again, whenever you see a variable by itself, that's the one you want to multiply. Okay. So +3. So we want to make it -3 multiplied by -3. Just make sure you got to multiply everything. So X is equal to 2. Again, let's plug it back into the first one because y is by itself. We'll say negative 7 times 2 plus y is equal to negative 19. Negative 14 plus y is equal to negative 19. We're going to add 14 to both sides. I'll find out that y is equal to negative 5. Go ahead. X is 2. Y is negative 5. Okay? So that should get you guys through at least the next few of these problems. Okay? That should get you through 13, 14, 15, and 16. Again, probably multiply this one by 2. Right? Multiply this one by 2. That'll give you negative 16 and positive 16. Again, this one probably by 2 to give you this one by 2 to give you negative 14 and positive 14. This one probably by, you have your choice, either negative 4 to make this positive negative 4, or this one by 3, right? And over here, again, this one probably by 2 to make this negative 14 and positive 14. So again, just do those. The only difference with the next ones, guys, is that if you see there's not things that you can multiply easily. So we're going to have to multiply both of them, and that's what we'll talk about tomorrow. Okay, so if you want to take a look at those, okay. Again, the answers are in the back, so please check your answers, make sure they're right, okay. Again, I don't think there should be any, there's nothing crazy for those, okay. So anyway, good luck. Let me know if you guys have questions, and I will get back to you as fast as I can. Thank you.